In this video I demonstrate how I grind split-point drills using my Endmill grinding attachment on my surface grinder. First, I grind a drill. The cutting edges need to be set up parallel to the attachment's base and the spindle then locked. The adjustable protractor can then be zeroed and locked to the spindle. The spindle housing is angled to produce a point angle of 130 degrees. The grinding rest is angled to produce a drill clearance angle of 9 degrees. The drill is positioned using the surface grinder table, it is then locked and drill is fed using the grinding rest fine feed. Drills can be ground on the side or circumference of a wheel or on the face of a cup wheel. The attachment is slid on the rest table along a fence. This allows me to quickly check on the progress. I coat the flanks with marker to easily determine if it is fully ground. When one flank is done, the spindle is rotated 180 degrees to grind the other side. Now to grind the split point. First, the chisel edge needs to be set at 90 degrees to the base. I usually only grind split points on 5mm drills. I use them as pilot drills and tapping drills for M6. Occasionally, I might need to grind an extra long drill, in fact split points are also known as crankshaft drills. Miss Lupe comes in handy when aligning this 5mm drill. I use a diamond wheel to grind the split point as its edge remains sharp. The drill is positioned as shown using the surface grinder XY feed. Then very carefully fed using the grinding rest XY fine feed. First I feed the Y-axis until I remove the original chisel edge. This is done very slowly. The surface grinder X-axis movement is limited by a stop. I then feed with the rest X-axis till I reach the center of the chisel. This is done in small increments. Once done, the drill is rotated 180 degrees and the other flank notched. And here is the split point. Slow is the name of the game, as it is quite tricky to monitor the progress and easily overshoot. Let's try it out. The drill is self-centering and the split point tip starts producing chips with considerable less force than a 4-faceted drill. The hole is produced by the point and the cutting edges have not yet engaged the workpiece. Split points were a game changer for me, and since I first came across them it gnawed at me how to grind them. I usually only need a few split points which I consider workhorses as they are involved in 90% of my drilling operations, paving the way for larger drills. The Endmill grinding attachment I built made grinding drills much easier and more accurate than the system I previously employed.